Hello, high school football fans, and welcome to Crestview High School and the Crestview Athletic Complex, where tonight it's Northwest Conference football, the Columbus Grove Bulldogs versus the Crestview Knights. I'm Dave Bowen, and it's my honor to be your play-by-play person. And to my left, it's Jeff Overholzer. He'll be doing color commentary. Columbus Grove comes into tonight's game a record of 7-0, 4-0 in the Northwest Conference under 14th year head coach Andy Schaefer, who has an overall record of 94, 52-2, going against the home team, the Crestview Knights, 3-4, 1-3 in league action, under the leadership of head coach Cole Harding in his third year at Crestview, an overall record of 13-12. Jeff, this Columbus Grove Bulldog team, they have been outstanding. What do they need to keep doing, continuing to do to take a victory home tonight?
Well, for Columbus Grove, first thing for the key of the game is score early. And what is their key? Well, it's their best quarters, first and second quarters. First quarter is their best. They've scored 117 points this season. Second quarter is 112. So they get it done in the first half. Second point, win on the road and the line of scrimmage. They have 119 first downs, so they get it done offensively as well. And the third is create turnovers. They have caused more turnovers than they actually have committed as a team. That's a recipe for them being undefeated so far this season.
Most definitely is, Jeff. And for Crestview to pull the upset, obviously the record 3-4, 1-3 in league action, it would be an upset, and that's what Coach Harding wants to do tonight. What are the keys for them to pull that off?
Well, for Crestview, offensive is play with tempo and sustain drives and finish. They have more total yards than opponents in passing, rushing, touchdowns, and first downs. So that's a key for them. 2, defense. Pressure on the quarterback, play sound coverage in the secondary, and then also create turnovers. They have done very well with interceptions and fumbles, so that is a key to their defense. And number 3, create big plays and limit their big plays, including, guess who? Trenton Barraza. And he needs just one more game of 100-plus yards to break the school record, and he needs 102 yards to reach 5,000 for his career. So you know all the emphasis for Crestview is going to be on the running back in Mr. Barraza.
You're exactly right. Crestview has had to take a look at him, and he is part of the scouting report for tonight's game in Trenton Barraza. If you haven't seen him play, you're in for a treat. Hey, it's senior night. It's a beautiful night, 74 degrees out here.
Check this out. We're both together.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, good deal. We'll be back for the opening kickoff. You're watching high school football on WOSN. Welcome back to Crestview High Schools. We're just moments away from the opening kickoff. We'd like to thank tonight's scoreboard sponsor. Tonight's scoreboard is brought to you by Hawker Drywall and Plastering. Visit us at hawkerdrywall.com to see how we can help you. And then our quarter sponsor is Citizens National Bank. Citizens National Bank. See how we're building businesses one relationship at a time at cnbohio.com. So you have, Jeff, you have you have Columbus Grove and Crestview. I wanted to talk about Grove. They beat Fort Loramie last week 50-20. Crestview fell to Bluffton 42-0, and right now you can say on paper Grove and Bluffton, they have a collision course, but they both have games they need to get through to get to week 10, and Crestview would like to play spoiler tonight.
Exactly, and you're talking about a conference matchup. Columbus Grove, believe it or not, last week they gave up 20 points. That's the most that they have given up the entire season. So you're talking about a Grove team that's really rolling. And then for Crestview, they're wanting to look for some continuity. They feel like they should have won a few games here that they have not. So we'll have to see how this will pan out tonight. And obviously, too, with the season kind of winding down, this is week 8. You want to get those computer rankings to be in the top 16 to make it in the playoffs.
You're right. Ranked number 2 in Division 7, Columbus Grove. They don't need to worry about computer points. Crestview does. They're ranked number 19 in Division 6, Region 22. They've got some work to do, and they're going to receive this opening kickoff from Evan Veerhoff and hope to have a first drive set some tone. The series, Columbus Grove leads the series 28-7-1. Last year, Grove came away with a 37-0 victory. Crestview's last win was in 2017, 36-13. Grove's on a 6-game winning streak. Here we go, Jeff. We're going to have some fun here as Isaiah Barton's going to catch that football and return it for the Knights. He comes straight up the middle, finds a little bit of an opening before he is taken down by the Grove kickoff team. Looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 Knights on their own. Oh, looks like to be about the 26, 27-yard line. We don't have it marked yet.
Actually, it's closer to the 30-yard line for the nose of the football. And Grove's kickoff team has stopped their opponents on kickoff returns inside or on the 20. So this is a good start for Crestview out to the 30.
Tonight's first down sponsor is Loddix Jewelry, your family-owned and operated jeweler for over 70 years. Huxley Gross goes out to Liam Putnam on the right side, and he finds the sledding tough out there in the flat as Aiden Patrick is on the tackle. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, good pursuit for Columbus Grove. And their linebackers are very, very active on this Columbus Grove team, and that's where they get the most of their tackles is in that backer's position. Matter of fact, they are sporting, and we'll get to that. We'll go ahead and let you, and I'll finish my thought.
We go. Yeah, no problem. Huxley goes to his left, and he goes out to Bryson Penix, and he is taken down by number 14 for Columbus Grove. That's Jamison Rader. We see the Dale's Concrete replay. Finds the opening over here, but good pursuit, as you said. The secondary of this Columbus Grove squad, they pick up 1 yard after losing a yard on that initial play, makes it 3rd and 10.
Now, what I was going to say is Columbus Grove sports a 4-3-4 defense. They're using that in all facets here early.
Huxley, empty backfield, looks to his right. He's going to run it up the middle. He finds the hole. A good block from his receiver out there, Hayden Parrott. Doesn't pick up enough for the first down. The Dale's Concrete replay right here, Jeff.
At least he gets 5 yards on the play before being taken down, and maybe 6. Actually, they're going to spot it.
It's going to be 4th and 4 on the 36-yard line. So Crestview is going to punt it away. Cash Hammond's back to do the kicking for the Knights. And Trenton Barraza is back along with Trevin Baxter for Columbus Grove. So 3 now for the Knights. Hammonds gets a good one off, and it's going to fall and take a Crestview roll, and that's going to go all the way down to the 28-yard line. Grove will take over at that point.
That's a 37-yard punt. His average is 30. And he's only a freshman, I might add, as far as punting.
Cash Hammonds is, you're right, a freshman for the Knights. So here comes Columbus Grove. You talked about it in the pregame. Trenton Barraza in the backfield. They're on their 3rd quarterback in Kyle Hopkins, and there's been no perceptible drop-off. Yeah, maybe they've changed their philosophy a little bit. Landon Best, a great quarterback, and then Riley Sauter followed him. But here comes Barraza around the right side, and he's going to pick up solid yardage on the first play for scrimmage, from scrimmage for the Bulldogs.
That's again at 15 yards already and a first down. He also even used the stiff arm, if you see the replay, here at the end crossing the 40. Get away from me. He's a very good runner. What he did was he moved inside and then kicked it outside to get the wide open run.
Good blocking on that right side of the offensive line. Now it's Barraza to the left. Crestview, good pursuit on this particular play. Looks like Barraza picks up about 4. Going to push the ball up to the 47-yard line. Their own 47, right there midfield. Jet sweep this time around the right side. That's Trevin Baxter. He's going to pick up a first down and more. Breaks the tackle. He may go to the house.
And he will.
And he makes it to pay dirt.
53 yards.
53-yard touchdown scamper off the jet sweep. You see it on the Dale's Concrete replay. He just came around that edge and showed his speed right away, Jeff.
Yep. And that time, I guess you could say that Columbus Grove lulled them to sleep with Barraza, and then all of a sudden you get that run from Trevin Baxter.
Tonight's touchdown sponsor is Rural First, the leader in rural lending. Rural First can help you live closer to what matters. There's the PAT by Evan Veerhoff, and it's good. So with 8:57 to go in our first quarter, Columbus Grove drives the ball down the field and scores quickly. You're watching high school football on WOSN. Welcome back to Crestview High School. Rural First is our touchdown sponsor tonight, the leader in rural lending. Rural First can help you live closer to what matters. Jeff, if Crestview's going to pull the upset off tonight, you can't allow quick drives like that by Columbus Grove.
Yeah, and you're looking at Huxley Gross, who really doesn't pass the ball an awful lot. It's mainly that running attack. And you got the dose of both Barraza and Baxter, the B&B connection on that particular one, and that's where they made their yards and the touchdown.
All running plays for that first drive of 3 plays for Columbus Grove. Crestview returns that ball on the kickoff, and they get it up to about the 27-yard line where they will take over. Their first drive was a 3-and-out. They've got to have a longer possession this time in order to try and squelch that momentum that is clearly on Columbus Grove's side of the ledger right now.
You know, one thing we were talking about was a sustained drive and finish, and that's the key that they have to get going with this offense.
Huxley Gross behind center. Empty backfield. 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. And they're going to come around with the jet sweep. Huxley keeps the ball, does not give it to the outstanding running back for Crestview, Braxton Leith, and he picks up 2 yards on the play.
2-yard gain on the play will bring up 2nd and 8.
Good decision by Huxley Gross because the defensive line had penetrated and they were keyed on Leith right there. Again, empty backfield for Gross. 2nd and 8, and it looks like they draw Columbus Grove off sides. And Kylan Mace, he's an outstanding football player, Jeff. Just got a little antsy right there, the senior for Columbus Grove, and that's a 5-yard pickup for Crestview.
Yeah, the first penalty of the ball game.
And that's a good time to introduce our umpiring crew, but they're going to chop it in, so we'll try and get them here sooner than later. Huxley Gross again, 2nd and 3, and he goes out here to Liam Putman, and he's going to pick up a first down and more, but there is a flag on the play, and I think it might be a block in the back on Crestview. We'll see what the call is.
Well, it was a first down, but now we have to wait for the flag. That's going to be a holding.
So Crestview's Hayden Parrott picks up that not personal foul, but that holding call, and that's going to push it back. Crestview did have the first down, as you said, Jeff. Our officiating crew, our referee is Jeff Klaus. Our center judge, Ben Mock. Back judge, Damon Coverman. Umpire, Mark Keller. Line judge, Brett Roberson. And our linesman, Brent Rulin. We've got a 6-man crew tonight. That's an option in high school football in Ohio. You can go with 5 or 6. And a lot of the crews have opted to go with that extra official. Just helps for better coverage. Gross immediately goes to his left, finds Braxton Leith out there, set up as a receiver. Good pursuit by the Grove defense. We see it on the Dale's Concrete instant replay. Number 20 for Columbus Grove, Gavin Barraza, younger brother of Trenton Barraza, in on the stop. 3rd and 9.
And just a minimal pickup on that play.
Again, empty backfield. Gross goes to his right, has an open receiver out there. I believe that's Putman again, gang tackled by Columbus Grove. Enough white shirts right there to have a student council meeting. But
Brought down by number 14.
it is Liam Putman as he picks up enough yardage to make it manageable. Big decision here in the early going. 4th and 2 on your side of the 50. Cole Harding's got a decision to make, Jeff.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's going to go for it. You got to keep the ball out of this potent Columbus Grove offense, out of their hands. Maybe tried to draw them off a little bit. Kylan Mays isn't going to do it this time, and Crestview is going to take a timeout and talk about it. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Crestview, Columbus Grove, Northwest Conference football on WOSA. Tonight's timeouts are brought to you by Critton Aerial Applications, providing you with custom liquid and granular crop applications, all from our innovative drone system. Videos and information are on our Facebook page at Critton Aerial Applications. So Jeff Crestview takes the timeout here. They're talking about it. What do you think? Go back and punt now, or do you try and get this first down, again, on your own 35-yard line?
Well, if you're looking at a Columbus Grove team that has the high potent offense that they have, you may have to roll the die here and kind of go for it on 4th and 2.
I loved you used the right word, the die, not die singular versus plural. They're going to go for it. Braxton Leith beside Gross, and he's going to go to him. He's got to look. He's got to scramble.
Ooh, it's close.
I don't believe he got it.
Nope.
And that, again, is Gavin Barraza on the Dales Concrete replay. Excellent disciplined football by Columbus Grove. They're going to take over on Crestview's side of the 50 on downs. And the Crestview defense has got to stiffen up here, put in a tough position with 6:25 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, you've got Columbus Grove pretty much running the football in this first half, or the first quarter in this half. And then you've got Crestview, who normally runs the football. They're doing more of the passing. So it's kind of interesting here early.
Kyle Hopkins, empty backfield. He is going to throw it for the first time tonight. Goes down the middle, and he overthrows his intended receiver, Brady Basinger. It'll be 2nd and 10. Again, Kyle Hopkins, the senior, 14 for 20, 14 for 21 on the season now, 190 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. He is the 3rd Columbus Grove quarterback this year. Landon Best and Riley Souter both out with injuries. Mentioned it a little bit earlier, Jeff, and it's a program here at Grove because they have not missed a beat in the rotating of quarterbacks due to injury.
Well, the Bulldogs get flagged for holding, so now it's 1st and 20.
So it remains first down on the night 45.
Ooh,
and a nice job there.
Up.
Yes. Braxton Couts,
yep,
the junior for Crestview, plays disciplined football.
If you see that, he was actually on the ground and just reached up and grabbed his legs. Hey, that works.
Yeah, it'll work. Any way to get Trenton Barraza down, you'll take it. So no gain on that one, makes it 2nd and 20. So that holding penalty right now really helping Crestview out to put a wall up. But here goes Hopkins, and he finds his receiver. Looks like Trevin Baxter out there on the left side. And that's complete.
Pickup of 8.
Takes the ball down to the 37, 36-yard line. Big 3rd down right here. I think you might be in 2-down territory regardless. I think about the psychology of it. It's basically a free possession for Columbus Grove because Crestview turned it over on downs deeper in their own territory. Why not go for it on 4th down if you don't get it here? Barraza around the left side. And again, good pursuit by that Crestview defense. Might pick up 2 yards. We see it on the Dales Concrete replay, Jeff.
Good pursuit by Crestview, and he gets at least 1 yard on the play. And Bryson Penix, who is in on the tackle for Crestview, is 4th. They're going to call it 4th down and inches.
Bryson Penix tied for second on the Crestview squad. 4th and 10 here. Tied for second with 32 tackles. Let's see what Grove has in the playbook for this situation. Will Hopkins throw it? He does go back to pass, looks down. He does have a receiver, and he's going to pick up the first down. That's Gavin Baxter, I believe. If I got the number right. And picks up the first down on the catch and picks up yards after the catch. Nicely done. Pitch and catch for Columbus Grove. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 6-yard line.
27 yards on that play, and then right up the middle.
Trenton Barraza, yes.
Goes straight up the middle.
Right up the middle.
8 yards.
That is his 15th TD on the season. Our touchdown sponsor for tonight is Rural First, the leader in rural lending. Rural First can help you live closer to what matters. Veerhoff with the PAT, and he splits the uprights. It's 14-0, 4:31 left in the first quarter. You're watching high school football on WOSN. Tonight's instant replay is brought to you by Dale's Concrete and Decorative Stamping in Leipzig. Call Dale's for all your commercial and residential concrete needs. And then again, our touchdown sponsor is Rural First, the leader in rural lending. Rural First can help you live closer to what matters. It's a 5-play drive, Jeff, for Columbus Grove, taking 1:45. Finished off by a Trenton Barraza 6-yard run. Columbus Grove up 14-0.
And now Barraza over 1,200 yards so far this season. As you mentioned, 15 touchdowns in the football game for the football year, but in this game, his first touchdown run.
Yeah, Trenton Barraza going to be taking some records away from a great running back for Columbus Grove back in the day, Blaine Mag. As we see this kickoff, and here comes Crestview around the right side.
Martin?
Yep, that Martin is taken down.
14-yard line.
Okay, so it'll be
not good start for Crestview.
As I was saying, Trenton Barraza, he's number 1 in the NWC. 123 carries for 1,182 yards coming into tonight's contest, 9.6 yards per carry. He's going to eclipse the record held by Blaine Mag for most 100-plus rushing yards per game and needs 102 to go over 5,000. But it's Crestview football right now, and we have a flag before the play, an illegal procedure call on the Knights.
Matter of fact, if you want to get real technical, right now he needs 72 yards because coming in 102, he already has 30 yards in this first quarter.
And I bet you're not the only person that has that down to the exact yard, Jeff. That's great that you do, but I bet the Columbus Grove faithful know where Trenton Barraza is as well. So 1st and 15 after the procedure call against Crestview, back to their own 9-yard line. Not a recipe for success deep in your own territory, but they got to figure out a way to fight out of it. Right there's a pass to Isaiah Barton on the left side. Barton, the leading receiver for Crestview, as we see it on the Dale's Concrete instant replay. Didn't start tonight as he's been under the weather this week, but it's good to see him out there. Picks up 3 yards on the play, moves it out to the 12. Empty backfield for Gross this time. And he does give the ball to Braxton Leith on the jet sweep. Tries to change direction. Just too many white shirts out there, Jeff. No room for Leith to find any positive yardage.
Yeah, he tried to bounce off of a would-be tackler, but, boy, just could not get anything there.
So the 3 yards they picked up on second down, they lose on third. 3rd and 15. Grove is like a vice right now, tightening up its grip on this Crestview offense deep in its own territory. Huxley Gross, empty backfield. Looks downfield, he's going to scramble, he's going to look to run. And a nice play there on the defensive line by, I believe that is number 58, if my eyes are correct. That's Landon Houston, and he is the leading tackler for Columbus Grove.
It's only a yard gain on that quarterback scramble by Gross. Again, this time, Cash Hammonds will be punting from his own end zone.
And I stand corrected. That was Brady Fierce on the tackle. So that one is kicked, punted by Hammonds. Goes down the right side. Grove's going to take over again on Crestview's side of the 50. And our umpire's going to walk it back. It looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 for Grove on the Crestview 35-yard line.
25-yard kick, no return.
Columbus Grove, they have LCC next week. LCC third in the conference right now. And then again, that matchup with undefeated Bluffton in week 10. See if both teams still own that 0 in the L column coming into that game. Barraza goes around the left side. He's spinning and going around blockers, through blockers, breaking tackles, and he gets the ball all the way down to the 11-yard line. That is a
24-yard
gain, yes.
But kept his feet with juke and jive, and wow, nice run.
And that is a Loddix Jewelry first down, and we go right up the middle as Columbus Grove running their offense very, very quickly. Loddix Jewelry, visit them at 1244 South Shannon Street in Van Wert or online at loddix.com. And this wedding ring on my left hand, it is from Loddix Jewelry, Jeff.
Very good.
Hopkins looks to the sideline. Has his offense lined up. Barraza right behind him, hands it off to him. He goes around that left side again, and he scampers into the end zone from the 7-yard line. It's another Columbus Grove touchdown, and our touchdowns are sponsored by Rural First, the leader in rural lending. Rural First can help you live closer to what matters. Just total domination right now by Columbus Grove in every phase of the game, Jeff, as Evan Verhoff puts the PAT through the uprights. 1:02 remaining in your first quarter. You're watching high school football on WOSN. Tonight's scoreboard is brought to you by Hawker Drywall and Plastering. Visit us at hawkerdrywall.com to see how we can help you. Columbus Grove comes into this season in tonight's game with 16 Northwest Conference championships. They have won it 5 of the last 6 years. Crestview, 3 Northwest Conference championships, their last one in 2018. Jeff, right now, you couldn't ask for a better start if you're a Bulldog fan, and on the converse of that, a more challenging start if you're a Crestview Knight.
Yeah, good start for Columbus Grove on the road for Crestview. This is their last regular season home game on senior night.
And Martin comes up the middle and spins and finds his way to around the 33-yard line, where Crestview will take over. Again, you're learning from every drive, and you got to make adjustments if you're Crestview against this vaunted Columbus Grove defense.
Yeah, I'm surprised so far that they haven't run the football more than they have. It's been mainly the passes in the flat from the quarterback, and maybe some plays that they go to the edge on like a sweep, but right now they got to find something down 21.
Yeah, there just really hasn't been any place to find a weakness in this Grove defense up to this point. Leith up the middle, and he is swarmed by that front line of the Grove defense. Anchored again, as we've said, by Kylan Mays. He has 49 tackles on that front line for Columbus Grove. Josh Gannon and Leighton Blankenmeyer join him on the front line.
So that's a 1-yard run for Leith. On that tackle also is Levi Schrader for Columbus Grove, and he is what? Linebacker.
Linebacker, senior.
The Bulldogs.
Yep, along with Houston, a senior linebacker, and then Jamison Rader as well. Crestview, again, going to Leith here, trying to establish the running game. We see it on the Dales Concrete replay. Nice blocking that time by the Crestview front line. And that's going to be the end of our first quarter. In Convoy, Columbus Grove 21, Crestview 0. We want to thank our first down sponsor. It's Loddix Jewelry, your family-owned and operated jeweler for over 70 years. Visit them at 1244 South Shannon Street in Van Wert or online at loddix.com. Tell them I sent you too. They know me up there. And then our quarter sponsor is Citizens National Bank. See how we're building businesses one relationship at a time at cnbohio.com. Jeff, you know, small school football, I always look at how many seniors you have out on the field and how many two-way players you have. Columbus Grove has 12 returning starters with 16 seniors in starting positions with 4 two-way players. Crestview has 12 returning starters with 10 seniors in starting positions, 7 two-way players. It shows itself as the game goes on, but right now that depth and that senior leadership is really apparent for Columbus Grove. Huxley with the ball, he hands it off to Leith, and he gets hit right at the line of scrimmage, but fights off of it. But now there's just too many white shirts right there, and Leith is going to be short of a first down. So again, it is decision time for Coach Harding as we see the replay, Jeff.
Yeah, 4th and 4. I was going to say his carry before was right up the middle. I mean, no hesitation whatsoever. And this one he tried to bring it out to the edge, and right there was Columbus Grove. You know, you're talking about Grove leads the series 28-7-1. Games here at Convoy, Grove leads that one 13-4.
Coach Schaefer's just done an outstanding job with this Columbus Grove football program. Cole Harding still getting things established here in his 3rd year, and Crestview's going to take a timeout. We'll take a Critton area applications timeout as well. It's high school football on WOSN. Tonight's timeouts are brought to you by Critton Aerial Applications, providing you with custom liquid and granular crop applications, all from our innovative drone system. Videos and information are on our Facebook page, Critton Aerial Applications. It's October. Our farmers are definitely out in the fields taking off the crops. Critton Area Applications, they're there to help. Jeff, Crestview's going to go for it here.
They haven't had a first down at all so far in this first half. They're looking for one.
I know it puts your defense in a perilous position if you don't get it, but right now Crestview's best defense is to keep the ball on offense, and they are now setting up the play. Huxley Gross with Braxton Leith to his right. 4 down linemen for Grove. Gross finds a receiver on the right side in Isaiah Barton, but throws it just behind him, and it falls incomplete. And Crestview is going to turn it over on downs, and they're still looking for that all-elusive first down of the game.
You know, I think it's almost coming to a point for Crestview that they have to have something positive to get the mindset. They get that done, I think they're going to be where they want to be. Right now, things are just not falling their way.
Columbus Grove is going to take over on downs on the Crestview 39-yard line. And we'll see if they stay with the run game. And they do. Trenton Barraza around the right side of that offensive line picks up positive yardage. and he is tackled by Bryson Penix. And again, that offensive line for Grove, you got to give them credit. Left tackle Kylan Mays, left guard Brady Fierce, center Ty Meyer, right guard Leighton Blankemeyer, and right tackle Jacob Leininger. Hopkins going to pass. Now he's going to run. He finds a lot of green on that right side, and then he's going to go down and just get past the sticks and take that first down. We see it on the Dales Concrete replay. Just reads the situation and then says, I'm not going to mess with number 20. That's Zayden Martin. Here they come around the left side. Barraza picking up positive yardage.
So now it's a pickup of about 7 yards.
So they're down on the 15-yard line of Crestview. Just really quick offense when they are deep in their opponent's territory. And Hopkins goes out to the right side, and that's going to be incomplete. His intended receiver, Trevin Baxter. Hopkins, as we said, 14 for 20 coming into this game. 3 TDs and 1 interception. I think if you're an opponent's defense, you got to focus on stopping the run and force him to throw the football. He knows the routes and everything because he's an all-conference receiver. But again, due to the injuries, he has been moved to the quarterback position. They give it to Barraza. He's going to the left. He's eyeing and spying, spinning and dishing his way and fighting his way down.
The 1 yard line.
He's down to the 1 yard line is Trenton Barraza, excuse me. It's going to be first and goal for Columbus
13
Grove.
yards, and he has now 90 yards in his first half. So he needs 12 more yards.
Yeah, and he can't get him on this play because he's only on the 1 yard line, and he does take
touchdown,
it in
his
there.
Third.
It is a roll first touchdown for Trenton Barraza. Goes behind the right side of that offensive line. Zayden Martin there, but after the goal line, and Barraza picks up his 3rd touchdown of the night.
Well, I can see why they really want to run the football and really don't even have to pass if they don't want to.
Evan Veerhall puts it through the uprights. 9:31 left in our second quarter. Columbus Grove 28, Crestview 0. Tonight's touchdown sponsor is Rural First, the leader in rural lending. Rural First can help you live closer to what matters. Well, Jeff, this has been a game in this first half where the entire first half has been played on Crestview's side of the 50-yard line. And Columbus Grove, as Dennis Green, the former coach of the Minnesota Vikings, would say, they are who we thought they were, or they were who we thought they were. Grove has put on a display right here at Crestview High School tonight.
Well, they went for it twice on 4th down, and the very first one you knew that they had to do that. They had to maintain possession of the football with this high-powered offense.
Veerhoff kicks it on the ground, and it goes off the face mask of Isaiah Barton. He hustles after it and does recover it. Great effort by Isaiah Barton. And we see it on the Dales Concrete replay.
Like doink.
Yeah, this is like a shortstop getting a bad hop. Boom! Nothing he could do about that except what he did. He hustled after it.
Yeah.
Great mental acuity right there by Isaiah Barton not to give up on the play.
Yep.
And that does send a message to your teammates that, hey, we're here to keep fighting. Nice job by Isaiah Barton.
And decent starting position at the 30.
So Crestview on their own 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together here in the first half. And on that first play, not much tough sledding, in other words, not much there.
I think they said Leith, but I thought it was Zayden Martin, number 20. I'm looking out there, and
yep, he's coming off the field now.
I think it's Zayden Martin on the carry. He gets 1.
This offensive line coming into the season for Crestview, young and untested. They've improved during the season, but boy, the seniors from Columbus Grove have really put it to them here a little bit in the early going. Liam Putman with the catch, goes out the left side. And he picks up nice positive yardage for the Knights. Good blocking by that interior offensive line.
Picks up 4 yards.
Yep, pushes it up to the 35-yard line. 3rd and manageable for the Knights. Empty backfield for Gross. Cover 2 defense for Grove. Gross goes to his left. He finds a receiver. He completes it. But again, the white shirts, Jeff, just such really, really good pursuit. And again, the Knights in a situation deep in their own territory on their 38-yard line. It looks like they're going to go for it. 4th and short. Gross, he hands it off, and they go straight up the middle.
First down.
And I do believe that was Zayden Martin that picks up that first down.
They get a first down.
And it's something for the Crestview faithful to cheer about. Coach Harding trying to pick up the tempo with the offense.
Okay, now that's going to be on Crestview.
Illegal procedure there on the right side. You never want your name called when it's a penalty, so we'll talk about all the offensive linemen for Crestview. The big uglies, I say that affectionately, they don't very often get their name called.
I thought you were going to say in the trenches.
Yeah, in the trenches, the big uglies. The left tackle, Denver McDougal. Left guard, David Sarrigan. Centers, Cale Lichtensteiger. Right guard, Aiden Adams. And right tackle, Will Sheets. So Crestview gets that first down, but with the 5-yard penalty now, it is back on the 36-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 15.
Now, just when they get something positive, it's a penalty.
Empty backfield. Grove will give Crestview the short look, and it is completed to Zayden Martin. But right there is the middle linebacker, right side linebacker, Levi Schrader. It's a positive gain, +4. Crestview right at their own 40-yard line now. 2nd and 11. Gross 3 receivers down to the bottom. He finds Liam Putman, his tight end, and he gets it up to the 45. And that's a positive play for the Knights. Gets them 3rd and manageable. It'll be 3rd and 5. We see the Dales Concrete replay. Again, there's never just one Columbus Grove tackler. That time there were 3 of them. Gang tackling, great responsibility, football and defense, staying in their lanes, and then pursuing the football once they find out where it's at.
Not only do that, but that's team football.
Gross, empty backfield, looks to his left. Finds Putman again, and there's 3 of them again, but led by Gavin Barraza on the tackle for Columbus Grove. And it's going to be a loss of a couple for the Knights, and it'll bring up 4th down on their own 43-yard line. Columbus Grove is going to take a roll first timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 5:36 left in our second quarter. Columbus Grove has been potent on offense. They lead 28-0. Tonight's instant replay has been brought to you by Dale's Concrete and Decorative Stamping in Leipzig. Call Dale's for all your commercial and residential concrete needs. Columbus Grove takes that timeout, Jeff. It's going to be 4th and 6. What do you think the purpose from Coach Schaefer was right there?
The only thing I could figure out is going over all of what Crestview could do on this 4th down play and have him ready.
Huxley Gross back there with the empty backfield. Looks to his right, and he finds Isaiah Barton. And that's going to be another Crestview first down. The greatest or longest play from scrimmage for the Knights. Moves the ball to the Columbus Grove 41-yard line.
Second first down, good play.
16-yard gain for the Knights. The offense moving a little bit now for Crestview. Gross, empty backfield again. Looks to his right away. Goes to Liam Putman. He's got good blockers out there in Barton and a teammate. and the pursuit from Columbus Grove shows up, but not until Liam Putman picks up a solid 4-yard gain for the Knights. Moves the ball down to the 37-yard line. Longest drive of the night for the Knights. This is play number 10 coming up. Braxton Leith back in the game beside Gross in the backfield. He's going to get the carry, go straight up the middle. But man, that defense. Yeah, Kylan Mays at the bottom of the pile and Levi Schrader at the top. How would you like to be in the middle of that sandwich?
Yeah, that's hello. How you doing?
Yes.
You know, we were talking about how Grove leads the series 28-7-1. What the one tie was back in 1972 here at Crestview, 18-18.
18-18, that was when the field ran north and south and was on the other side of the street into the Crestview Athletic Complex. That's a pass complete to Ren Sheets, but it's a fumble. Stays in bounds.
There's flags as well.
We haven't had a call as to whether Grove got the ball. We see it on the replay. Let's see if we pick it up. Ren Sheets, nice job. Had it right on the ball, pops it out. And that must have dribbled out of bounds before Grove pounced on it. And now it's going to be 4th down for Crestview. 4th and 8 on their own 39. And there's no doubt they're going to go for it now because they've done that throughout the game on their own side of the 50. They're on Grove's side right now trying to get something positive on the scoreboard before halftime.
Now they're in plus territory, and this is their third 4th down try.
Gross looking to his left. He goes to Liam Putman out there. He's going to pick up the 1st down and more. Nice job, nice play design by the Crestview offensive coaching staff. We see it on the Dales Concrete replay.
Good swing pass.
Yeah, Gross throws a nice ball out there to Liam Putman, and it's going to be 1st down Crestview on the Columbus Grove 25-yard line, pickup of 14 yards. Play number 13 on the drive. Gross gives it to Leith this time, goes up the middle where he is met by a host of white shirts. He's going to pick up 3 yards, so good interior movement by the Crestview offensive line. Makes it 2 and a short 7 or 2 and a long 8, depending on how you want to look at it, Jeff.
Now, you know, here we are. They're getting some continuity in their offense.
Huxley Gross looks to his right. It's going to go over the top. It's going to be intercepted. He was looking for Bryson Penix, but it's picked off by Grant Eversole. Eversole comes back to midfield where he is tackled by Ren Sheets. But as you said, the continuity had presented itself, and right when you're looking to see the end zone in your headlights, Grant Eversole picks one off out there, just sits and waits for the football in that zone coverage for Columbus Grove.
Well, there you go. It's like you get a lot of good things happening, and then all of a sudden the defense for Columbus Grove comes through with an interception.
A 14-play drive goes for naught. Just when Crestview, again, found some continuity, found some rhythm on offense, this Bulldog defense steps up to the challenge. Hopkins looks down the middle of the field, and he's got Gavin Baxter, and he's going to take it to pay dirt. A 1-play drive for Columbus Grove. It's a 58-yard strike. Hopkins to Gavin Baxter. Touchdown, Columbus Grove.
That was a good slant.
1-play, 58-yard scoring drive. Takes all of 12 seconds. Evan Veerhoff toes it, throws it. They call it football, predominantly played with the hands, as we saw by Gavin Baxter. But right there, Evan Bierhoff does use his foot on the ball, and he's been perfect tonight. 35-0, 2:44 to go. You're watching high school football on WOSN. Tonight's scoreboard is brought to you by Hawker Drywall and Plastering. Visit us at hawkerdrywall.com to see how we can help you. The name Hawker, that is a Columbus Grove name, Jeff, and they've got to be very pleased with what that scoreboard is showing tonight as far as the score. Columbus Grove 35-0.
You know, Columbus Grove fans have to be happy with what they've seen so far. 3 touchdown runs, but of course, in Barraza. But then there was a run by Trevin Baxter, and then Gavin Baxter getting in on with a nice pass. So they've done it pretty well in each facet of the game so far here in the first half.
And the kickoff, and it's going to be Isaiah Barton, able to field that one a lot cleaner this time. Comes around the right side, and he is brought down by Aiden Patrick, and it's going to be Crestview's ball.
29-yard line.
On their own 29. Thank you, Jeff.
Knights will have 1st and 10 on the 29, 14-yard return for Barton.
And Crestview will take over 1st and 10 on their own 29. And again, Grove is averaging 43 points per game, only giving up 11, second in the league in both of those categories. Crestview averaging 28 points per game, third in the league. They're giving up 25. Obviously, not on my bingo card. On paper, Grove did look, on paper they looked like the favorite in this one, but I didn't see it as 35-0 at halftime. Let's see if Crestview can mount a drive with 2:38 to go. Gross goes out to Isaiah Barton. Again, he is met there by Jamison Rader, right side linebacker.
By number 14, Jamison Rader.
And that's going to be no gain on the play. So 2nd and 10. Again, it seems like Grove's content to let Crestview complete the pass 1, 2, 3 yards down the field, and then they're going to be Johnny
on the football. Yeah.
And after a while as a receiver, you're like, I'm going to catch this, and then I know what's going to happen next. Leith with the ball, goes up the middle.
Oh, man, he was swarmed.
He was.
Leith, the ball carrier, brought down by number 52.
Kylan Mays on the tackle. In the backfield. No, they're going to move it up. They just have the yard marker at the wrong spot, but no gain on the play.
Boy, here, Leith was looking at Kylan Myers, 6 foot, 270-pound senior.
Yeah, and I think because May's helmet came off, Grove is going to use the timeout. And we'll take one as well. You're watching high school football on WOSN. Tonight's timeouts are brought to you by Critton Aerial Applications, providing you with custom liquid and granular crop applications, all from our innovative drone system. Videos and information are on our Facebook page, Critton Aerial Applications. Grove takes that timeout, and it is 3rd and 10 on the 29. Gross with the ball. Good pocket protection by the Knights. Goes down the left side.
Good attempt.
Yeah, tries to find his intended receiver in Hayden Parrott. Hayden thought he should have come up with that one. Hits the ground with his fist after the ball falls harmlessly to the ground. And it's going to be 4th and 10. And I think this time, Crestview, they got to punt it away.
And that's going to bring out number 81.
Third punt for Cash Hammonds, the freshman.
Back deep, number 3, Trenton Barraza, and number 9.
So it's a 3 and out again for the Knights. Just tremendous defensive pressure by Columbus Grove. Hammonds gets the punt away, and Columbus Grove runs away from the football, and it falls out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be 1st and 10. Grove right around their own 48-yard line. We'll see where they mark it. 1:32 to go here. I think Coach Schaefer's going to want to run his 2-minute offense here and see how things go. I thought the ball was a lot deeper than where they're marking it.
That's only like a 12-yard punt.
Okay, so it is on the Crestview 40-yard line. So with 1:32, we're going to pitch it to the left side, and that's Trenton Barraza. Ren Sheets, first one to meet him on the edge and brings him down. Positive play for Barraza. Make it a 6-yard gain.
You only need 6 more yards. Sweep.
And now we're going to go to the right side, and there's Trevin Baxter. Gavin scored earlier. Is Trevin going to do it right here? No, he's going to get pushed out of bounds, but he's going to be inside the 10-yard line. So it is just chunk yardage right now for Columbus Grove as they have the ball on the 8-yard line where it will be 1st and goal. Crestview is going to take the timeout. That's going to be their last timeout of the half. So, Jeff, you talked about keys for Grove before the game: score early, win the line of scrimmage, create turnovers. They've done a couple of those because they have scored early and often, and they had the turnover when Crestview was threatening.
Yeah, and you're looking at a Grove team that they scored their most points in the first quarter. What did they do tonight? 21 points.
Same thing.
Then their second best, second quarter. That's why they have the 35-0 advantage.
I thought this might be a little bit of a trap game for Columbus Grove with LCC and Bluffton the next 2 weeks. That hasn't been the case at all.
No. If you're a focused team like they have in Andy Schaefer in his 13th year, he's going to keep them focused this season. And, of course, the tournament is just around the corner.
Yes, the playoffs are right around the corner, but right now Columbus Grove, they have a league championship on their mind, defending champion, and right now they're looking to push this to 42 before halftime.
Barraza needs 6, and he's got it.
Yeah, that was on the 9-yard line. He takes it in, and they all celebrate. They know it was more than just a touchdown for Trenton Barraza. We see it on the Dales Concrete replay. He's over 100 yards, and he breaks the tie he had with Blaine Mag for 28 100-plus rushing yards per game. Congratulations to Trenton. And again, Blaine Mag, he played back from 2001 to 2004. All they did while he played is win a state championship in 2003. And Trenton Barraza, he would like to tie that record as well.
Barraza took it to the house. He has 105 yards, breaking the record.
So Grove scores quickly with 57 seconds to go in the first half. Columbus Grove 42, Crestview 0. Again, we want to thank our first down sponsor tonight. It is Loddix Jewelry. Loddix Jewelry does an outstanding job of sponsoring high school athletics on WOSN across a plethora of sports. Thank you to Loddix, your family-owned and operated jeweler for over 70 years. 42-0 right now. End of the first half. Can't get here soon enough if you are a Crestview Knight. The kickoff goes up to the front. That's Aiden Martin, and he brings the ball back before he is tackled by Brody McClure with some help from his friends. So while Crestview would like to get something on the board here, I think the main thing right now is to get into halftime without Columbus Grove getting the ball and scoring again.
Yeah, there's only 51 seconds. But these two teams are not going to quit by far.
Oh,
Crestview
no.
is still going to work and try to get better. Still have a couple more games before the end of the regular season. Nice move by Leith.
Yep, he breaks it around the right side.
His longest run.
Yes, picks up a first down, and he's hopping a little bit here at the end of the play. Braxton Leith has been nursing an ankle injury just back a couple, 3 weeks now from hurting it in game 2 of the season, and that he's going to go back out on the field. He's just going to have to play through it right now, but that's a first down.
17 yards for Leith.
17-yard gain. It'll be 1st and 10 on the Grove 45. Leith gets it again,
He's not going to get much this one time, maybe one.
Maybe one, and he doesn't get out of bounds either. So the clock's going to continue to run. Crestview out of timeouts, nothing they can do to stop the clock.
You like the positivity getting late in the second quarter. That's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, Gross goes to the left side, tries to find Liam Putman. He did throw that forward. Initially, there were some thoughts maybe that was a lateral or backwards pass, but it falls incomplete. And it's going to be 3rd and 8.
We really like to thank Athletic Director Austin Fleming for allowing us to be here.
Austin Fleming, in his 3rd year in that position at Crestview, has done an outstanding job. And we do thank him for the hospitality.
And we would be remiss if we wouldn't say good job for Wayne Getz and crew.
Absolutely. Gross did not have his receiver, Liam Putman, available. Does a nice job of managing the game right there. Doesn't try and force something into what isn't there. Throws it into the ground. And it's going to be 4th and 8. And Coach Harding looks like he may try and go for this with 8 seconds remaining in the half.
And probably in the back of Gross's head was the interception toward the goal line.
Yeah, nothing you want to do right there as far as throwing the ball in a way that the defense might come up with it. It was sniffed out by Grove. Gross goes down the middle. It's tipped, and it's almost picked off, and it falls to the ground. So Crestview going to turn this one over on downs, and it will be Columbus Grove football with 3 seconds remaining. They ticked 1 more second off of the clock. They're going to be on their own 44-yard line, and I got to believe Coach Schaefer's going to have his quarterback, Kyle Hopkins, take a knee.
Mm-hmm. Really nothing more that Columbus Grove needs to accomplish in this first half.
Yeah, they have just been overwhelming, very impressive in all facets of the game have these Bulldogs been in half number 1. That's going to do it. Your halftime score. Crestview 0, Columbus Grove 42. You're watching high school football on WSN. We'll be back after these to talk about adjustments in the game plan going into the second half. For Jeff Overholzer, I'm Dave Bowen. Welcome back to Crestview High School and the Crestview Athletic Complex, where halftime is wrapping up. We've heard from the bands, Columbus Grove led by Jason Lozier, and Crestview from Alan Leader, the band instructor. I want to thank our scoreboard sponsor tonight. It's Hawker Drywall. Hawker Drywall and Plastering. Visit us at hawkerdrywall.com to see how we can help you. And our quarter sponsor is Citizens National Bank. See how we're building businesses one relationship at a time at cnbohio.com. I'm Dave Bowen, joined by Jeff Overholzer. And Jeff, it's a halftime where you are, yes, talking about the first half a little bit in both locker rooms, but you're also planning for tomorrow. You want this second half to be a preparation not only for the rest of this game, continue it like it is, but you want to build, if you're Columbus Grove going into the last 2 weeks, and if you're Crestview, you want to get something established going into the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's going to be a little more difficult for Columbus Grove because they've already done basically everything they've wanted to do in the first half. For Crestview, you're looking at a football team that they want to get that continuity we talked about, but work on some things, even though this game may be out of hand. However, you still have 2 more weeks to get things the way you want it, and that is going to be pivotal for them in the second half.
Columbus Grove in that first half, just a display on offense, defense, and special teams. They had 7 drives. They scored 6 on 6 of them. We have Trevin Barraza scoring on 3 of those drives. Trevin Baxter scores on a drive, and Hopkins to Gavin Baxter for a touchdown pass. The only thing that stopped Columbus Grove in that first half was the clock. They had a possession at the end of the second quarter. Crestview had 7 drives as well. 3 ended on downs, 3 on punts, and 1 on an interception. What other stats did you notice from the first half of action,
Well,
Joe?
Trenton Barraza had 4 touchdowns, 3 in succession, and then 1 toward the end. I had him unofficially for 105 yards. They do have around 100 yards or so, so he has broken the 5,000-yard barrier, which is terrific for him. And then you look at the ways that they can do it for Columbus Grove, to include Trevin Baxter, who also had a touchdown of 53 yards. So they're doing it in all ways. A good thing I like about what Crestview did in that first half, they, didn't have a first down in the first quarter at all. Maybe slightly into the second quarter, start picking up the first downs in that second quarter, and that's going to give them some added look in this second half of saying, hey, we can move the football in Columbus Grove.
Yeah, they did have a 14-play drive that ended in that interception. And then again, congratulations to Trenton Barraza. He breaks Blaine Magg's record. He was tied with him at 28 100-plus rushing yard games. He now has 29. Blaine graduated back in 2004. He can't change his record anymore.
Barraza can only add to his.
Exactly. So Grove's going to receive. I think we'll see a lot of the younger players from Columbus Grove early, if not right away. Here's Crestview goes with somewhat of a squib kick right there, and Grove is going to take over on their own 36-yard line. I think if you're Crestview, though, you continue to play quite a few of your starters here in the third quarter. Again, working on getting better every single play.
Yeah, and then we're also in the running clock situation in the second half.
So the only way that clock stops is on a change of possession, a timeout, or an injury. So Columbus Grove with the football. They do stay with Hopkins at quarterback, but I believe that was number 41 as the runner, or 14. We'll figure it out.
Actually, 44.
Okay, we'll get that. Yep, number 44, that's Josh Gannon, 5'6", 165-pound senior. He picks up 6 yards on the play. Pushes it out to the 42-yard line, and that's his first carry of the night. Gets it again, goes straight up the middle. And he does pick up a first down. Looks like he picked up another 6 yards on that play. And that is a Loddix Jewelry first down. Loddix Jewelry, your family-owned and operated jeweler for over 70 years. 1st and 10 on the 47-yard line. Hopkins throws the ball out to the left flat. And it is caught over there by the Grove receiver. We see it on the Dales Concrete replay. That is Caleb Davis with the catch. And he is tackled by Braxton Couts. Good to see Braxton Couts back out there, suffered an arm injury earlier in the season. 1st and 10 Bulldogs on the night. 40-yard line. Coming around the right side, that's Trenton Barraza going to stay in this football game. And if he didn't already, he definitely does now. 5,000 yards in his career. Congratulations to Trenton Barraza. Picks up 8 on the play. Pushes the ball down to the 32-yard line. 2nd and 2. Looks like that's Gannon back in the backfield with Hopkins. And he's going to get the football. Tries to get away from the defense. Unable to do so as Crestview does a nice job of wrapping him up.
Wrapped up by number 75.
Yeah, 75, that's Kyle Lichtensteiger.
Yeah, Kale Lichtensteiger on the tackle right there. Out there playing linebacker. Not a starter in that position, but again, there's some of those changes we thought we might see from Crestview. Hopkins goes out to the left side. Finds Trevin Baxter, and he goes for positive yardage, picks up a first down. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for Columbus Grove on their 27-yard line. They're playing fast, but not as fast as they did the first half, and that was a key for them coming into this game. We want to be quick with our play calling, quick with our execution, and boy, were they ever. Hopkins with the ball, hands it off right here, and that is Gannon again. And he digs deeper into Crestview territory, gets the ball down to the 24-yard line.
Aiden Martin on the stop for Crestview.
8th play of the drive coming up for Columbus Grove.
That'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, much more patient is this Columbus Grove offense. I think that was a point all week long. Play fast, play fast, play fast. And boy, Jeff, they were so quick it was hard to get the stats down. There's Trevin Baxter trying to go around the left side, but Crestview sniffs that jet sweep out, and they take it for a loss right there. Braxton Couts again gets his number called defensively for Crestview. That pushes the ball back to the original line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and 10 on the Crestview 28-yard line. Hopkins takes a snap, rolls out to his right, and he completes it to Gavin Baxter. Again, a nice tackle right there by Isaiah Barton, the senior for Crestview.
Down by number 1, Isaiah Barton. 5-yard gain on a play is going to bring up 4th
Picks up 5 on the play, so that's going to make it 4th and 5. And call being signaled in from the Columbus Grove sideline. Anybody trying to steal those signs right now, Jeff?
You're looking at the first time they've went for it on 4th down in this game. Second time? Okay, they're calling second time.
Kyle Hopkins in the shotgun. Goes to Barraza on the left side. He cuts it up, and he's going to continue with intestinal fortitude. A couple words with a lot of syllables, Jeff, that simply mean guts. And he's going to work through and pick up a Columbus Grove first down right there. And that is a Loddix Jewelry first down as well. Takes the ball down to the 15-yard line. It's an 8-yard gain for Barraza.
Yeah, they were in their hurry up in the first half, and they're just being more methodical here in the third quarter.
Couldn't agree with you more. Hopkins takes the shotgun snap. Gannon this time goes off the right side.
Gannon ball carrier.
And he's going to pick up a good 4 yards on that play. Takes it down to the 11-yard line. 12th play of the drive coming up. Running clock now in the second half.
2nd and 7.
Columbus Grove got the football to begin this third quarter, and they still have it.
Crestview defense simply has not had an answer all night long. They have scored on every drive with the exception of the kneel down at the end of the second quarter. What a display.
Good pursuit that time.
Good pursuit. I believe that was number 6, was it not, or number 9?
Number 6.
Yeah, number 6. Brody McClure, that's his first carry.
Off the edge, yeah, Ren Sheets will close it down.
Loses a yard on the play. Having had Bluffton Crestview last week on WOSN and in this game tonight, of course, Jeff, yeah, both teams can get through their games tonight and next week. It is going to be a showdown in Week 10 between the Bulldogs and the Pirates. 3rd and 8 on the 13-yard line. Hopkins goes with the pass, and it is completed to Gavin Baxter, a 12-yard touchdown pass. We see it on the Dales Concrete and Decorative Stamping replay. And Gavin Baxter, he just gets inside the cornerback, Hayden Parrott for Crestview, and that is a Columbus Grove touchdown. Hopkins to Gavin Baxter for 12 yards and the touchdown. Our touchdowns are sponsored by Rural First as Evan Veerhoff comes in for the PAT, and it is good. Rural First, the leader in rural lending. Rural First can help you live closer to what matters. Columbus Grove gets the first possession of the third quarter, and they continue to do what they've done all night long, a methodical drive. Columbus Grove 49, Crestview 0. Tonight's timeouts are brought to you by Critton Aerial Applications, providing you with custom liquid and granular crop applications, all from our innovative drone system. That was a 13-yard drive for Columbus Grove, resulting in a 12-yard pass from Kyle Hopkins to Gavin Baxter. And as you said, Jeff, Grove slowed down their tempo, but the result was the same.
Yeah, they were trying to see, we want to do fast pace in the first half. Now the second half, let's see if we could play in a more structured type offense, and they did.
Isaiah Barton with the catch, comes up the middle, has a wedge, finds a little bit of an opening, and gets up to his own 32-yard line. Crestview will take over at that point in time with 2:50 remaining in our third quarter. Crestview's first drive of the third quarter.
23-yard return for the Knights.
And the Crestview offense trots out to the field a little bit right here. Here they come. And Huxley Gross, the junior, 33 for 68 on the year, 499 yards passing coming into tonight's game, 6 TDs, 3 INTs. Gross, he gives it off to Zayden Martin. He goes off that right side, runs with determination, and gets the ball up close to the 35-yard line.
53. Gavin Schrader.
Going to make it second down and 7. So both teams come out with their starters in the third quarter for the most part. Josh Gannon picking up some carries for Columbus Grove on their particular drive. And Zayden Martin does not get the handoff here as Gross comes around the left side.
He gets sandwiched.
He does. Again, we've talked about it all night long. It's been gang tackling for Columbus Grove. In some parts, you might get arrested for that. But Grove has been very, very effective with their tackling tonight. But it was a nice game for Gross. He picks up 6 yards, make it 3rd and 1 on the 40-yard line. In the shotgun, Gross gives it to Zayden Martin, and Columbus Grove deep penetration on the right side of that offensive line. Going to take Martin all the way back. They're going to stop his forward progress. He lost 2 yards on the play, pushes it back to the 38. It's going to be 4th and 3, and it looks like Crestview is going to bring out the punt team as Cash Hammonds goes out there. So a nice stop there again by that defensive front wall of Columbus Grove. Coach Schaefer's got to be pleased with them. That front line, that front wall, he needs them on that wall. He wants them on that wall, and they have responded tonight. Again, looking to finish the regular season strong. Hammonds gets a nice punt away, and that's going to go down to the 30-yard line where Grove will take over for their second possession of the third quarter. 18 seconds remaining with that running clock. So I don't think Grove will get a play off here before we go to the fourth. And that means we'll take a timeout at the quarter break. You're watching high school football on WOSN. Tonight's quarter sponsor is Citizens National Bank. See how we're building businesses one relationship at a time at cnbohio.com. And I'd like to promote the WOSN podcast, The Three Wise Men. Danny Holbrook, Nate Garlick, and Miles Holiday put out a podcast every Wednesday night. It's a great one, and you want to catch that on one of your social media outlets or one of your podcast outlets. It's a great high school sports review by the Three Wise Men.
Number 6, Brady McClure.
Although at times we question just how wise they are. Brody McClure with the carry.
2-yard gain on the play is going to bring up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, I was just going to make a point that Crestview passed the football a lot in the first half, virtually running the football here in the second half, trying to get that going with the running game.
Yeah, you're just trying to find something, so you say, okay, we're just going to play straightforward smash mouth offense a little bit here and see what we can do, taking something into next week's showdown with Spencerville, excuse me. The Knights are at Spencerville, who is tied for 5th in the league right now, and then they finish up the year at LCC.
Trenton Weinkoop with the carry and nothing on that one.
Good defense by Crestview. Takes it back to the original line of scrimmage, 3rd and 10. And now we do have, it looks like Alex Meyer in there quarterbacking for Columbus Grove. Takes the shotgun snap. And
again, same result.
Yeah.
Number 6, Brody McClure, the ball carrier, brought down by number
Hayden Book for Crestview gets behind the line of scrimmage.
4th and 13.
So the young Knights out there right now, as well as the young Bulldogs, getting some reps, all important reps, not just for tonight, but for down the road, Jeff.
Well, you know, Crestview, too, their seniors don't want to come off the field, this being their final regular season home game.
Grove going to punt it away. This is the first punt for Columbus Grove tonight. And it's fair caught by Crestview right there, Hayden Parrott.
On their own 44-yard line.
And Crestview will take over at that point in time. Crestview, 9:38 to play in the game, starting this drive on their own 44.
Trevin Baxter, only his 7th punt. Now catch this, 7th punt of the entire season.
Yeah, I saw that too in the stats, and I was like, we need to bring that up when it does, if it does happen, and I'm glad you did, Jeff. That's incredible. Only 7 punts on the season for Trevin Baxter. You don't have to worry about icing your leg down or anything after the game.
And it's only his first punt of the whole night.
Exactly.
Averages 35 yards a punt.
Huxley Gross remains out there for Crestview. Aiden Martin to his left. I don't think we'll see Braxton Leith again. Needs to continue to heal up. And there's a nice
play.
Run, yes, by Aiden Martin.
Off a right tackle and this quick surge.
We see it on the Dales Concrete and Decorative Stamping replay. Right up the middle. Good blocking by the offensive line. A gain of 8 on the play. Pushes it to Columbus Grove's side of the 50 on the 48. Obviously, when this replays, we'll know, but Bluffton Fort Laramie, it's a Donnybrook. It's a tie score.
Good first down.
Yep, 14-14. And Aiden Martin with another carry. As you said, he's going to move the sticks as he picks up 5 yards on the play to Crestview first down. Again, as you said, a lot of running plays for the Knights here in the second half.
I just think they're trying to get not only they can pass the football, but they want to get that continuity of running the football.
Gross in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Aiden Martin off the right side. He sees a gap. He's going to shoot that gap. And only thing between him and touchdown heaven is number 28, Jack Siefker. he does a nice job of keeping that from being a score for the Knights. Good blocking, good pulling guards right there for Crestview, and that creates a lane, and Aiden Martin hits the hole with tenacity. It's 1st and 10 Knights on the Grove 18-yard line.
25-yard run. He breaks it against the grain, and it's maybe a short gain.
Aiden Martin again, your ball carrier.
You know, I don't know if this is exactly what's going on, but, you know, Columbus Grove coming into the ball game, they knew it was going to be Leith, okay? Now they've switched it up to Martin, so that's a little bit different look, a little more shifty. So, you know, maybe that's very good for Crestview, and Columbus Grove is getting that look as well.
Aiden Martin, number 10, the 175-foot, 10-inch tall senior beside Huxley Gross. He gets the ball again, comes off the right side where they had good success on that previous play, and he gets
the
down.
Oh, they're going to put him out the 1-yard line.
So Crestview didn't score at all last week against Bluffton. Right now they are doing everything they can to get to the end zone. They're on the 1-yard line. It's a 15-yard gain for Aiden Martin. 6 minutes to play in the game.
Martin only had 3 yards in the first half, and he has 54 here in the second half.
Who do you think is going to get the ball here, Jeff?
Martin.
Okay. He does, and he cuts it back, and
touchdown.
He does get in the end zone. Aiden Martin with a 1-yard touchdown run, and Crestview gets on the scoreboard with 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the contest. And no, that's not a moral victory, but you just like how Crestview continues to play hard here down the stretch of the fourth quarter, Jeff.
Yeah, Evan Neeroff for Columbus Grove, 40-41 coming into this matchup, and Hayden Parrott, 22 of 25 on extra points, and that one is good.
Hayden Parrott splits the uprights. 49-7 Columbus Grove. You're watching high school football on WOSN. Tonight's instant replay is brought to you by Dale's Concrete and Decorative Stamping in Leipzig. Call Dale's for all your commercial and residential concrete needs. Jeff, that was a 7-play drive for the Knights. Took 4 minutes and 8 seconds. Covered 52 yards and finished off by a 1-yard run by Aiden Martin.
Yeah, what a play for Crestview to get on the board. And you know what? What is that going to do for their psyche? It should give them a lot of feeling, even though it's, you know, down on the scoreboard. But you still have, again, 2 more weeks left. This is week 8.
Yeah, and next week's game was Spencerville, 2 teams hovering around the 500 mark. It's a huge game with playoff implications. If Crestview can get that W, they still will be in the hunt for a playoff position. The squib kick for the Knights, and that's covered up nicely. Good fundamental football by number 11 for Columbus Grove.
Landon Houston.
The senior, Landon Houston. Not trying to do anything fancy with it. Just be fundamental and play for another day. Another play in this situation with your offense. Columbus Grove, 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the game. They'll start this drive on their own 41.
I really like that drive by Crestview. I really did. That shows some grit, saying, you know what? Yeah, we have a goose egg on the board, but we're going to race that goose egg and get a touchdown.
And, you know, I really haven't seen – I always watch for this as a coach, and I continue to do so as a broadcaster. I don't see negative nonverbals out there from this Crestview squad. And that says a lot about where your program is at and where you're trying to get it as far as moving forward.
Number 6, Brody McClure, the ball carrier.
Brody McClure with the carry for Columbus Grove. He picks up
a couple.
2 yards, and that'll move it to the 43-yard line. And that is huge. That's something you can show on tape. if you really feel you need to as a coaching staff. Guys, I don't care what we did on this drive. What I care about is your mentality. And right now, Crestview, again, continuing to play very, very hard. As we see right there, again, the defensive line penetrates through, and they're going to tackle the ball carrier there for a loss as
Number 10,
Trenton Weinkop with the carry. Loses one.
No gain on the play.
So 3rd and 8 now. So no gain. Stand corrected. First mistake of the night, Jeff.
If you don't make a mistake, you're not human.
Yeah, there you go.
Quarterback draw.
Yeah, Alex Meyer around the right side. And he's going to pick up positive yardage. Not enough for a first down, so it'll be 4th down. You want to know how we pick up the scores of other contests? Well, they're on the WOSN app, WOSN.TV. Check it out for scores, broadcast schedule, and for the WOSN app, you can catch all of the scores updated as quickly as possible, and you can stay on top of your game. 4th and 3 for Columbus Grove on their own 48-yard line. And
not too many flags in this ball game.
Not too many, but there's one right there that Crestview is going to give them a first down as a result. I believe that was Kane Roberts. Kane Roberts has been an outstanding and very much improved player for Crestview this year on the line. Gets caught basically and proverbially with his hand in the cookie jar trying to anticipate. But at any rate, I talked to Coach Harding, and he said Kane has really been a program kid. We've been really, really proud of him. But it's going to be 1st and 10 now for Columbus Grove on the Crestview 47.
Now the Bulldogs in plus territory.
Looks like they might be setting up in victory formation, Jeff.
Now 10 seconds on the play clock.
And Alex Myers going to take a knee, and they're going to have to do it one more time. Stream the WOSN channel anytime, anywhere for only $8 per month. Download from Roku or Apple TV or sign up at app.wosn.tv.
You notice that says only $8 per month.
$8 per month, and I had a good friend wanted to watch one of the volleyball games on WOSN this past week, Coldwater and New Bremen. I think that was a big one, you know, and he didn't know how to get a hold of it. I showed him how to get on that app, and he was able to watch that volleyball match. Your final score tonight, it's going to be the Columbus Grove Bulldogs 49, Crestview 7. We'll be right back after these to wrap this one up. Welcome back to Crestview High School, where tonight Columbus Grove has taken the W against the Crestview Knights in league play with the win. Grove improves to 8-0 overall, 5-0 in conference action. Crestview drops to 3-5, 1-4 in the Northwest Conference. Check out highlights of tonight's Stolly Hustle Award winner on the WOSN YouTube page. And Jeff Overholzer, I don't think there's much suspense with this one, but I'm going to turn it over to you to share the accolades of our Stolly Hustle Award winner.
There you see it on the screen. Trenton Barraza of Columbus Grove Bulldogs, Stolly Hustle Award winner, 4 touchdowns, an 8-yard run, a 6-yard run in the first quarter, a 1-yard blast in the second quarter, then a 9-yard run late in the second quarter. And he eclipses the 5,000-yard mark for his career. He has more games to play and finished with 4 touchdowns, 18 touchdowns so far this season.
Yeah, just an outstanding student athlete, an outstanding young man is number 3, Trent. That's going to wrap things up for us tonight. We want to thank our Technical Director Wayne Getz, our camera people Derek Henry and Kelsey Beimer, the Athletic Director from Crestview, Mr. Austin Fleming, and Jeff Overholzer. It's been a pleasure working with you tonight doing color, and for Jeff and the crew, I'm Dave Bowen. Thanks for watching, everybody.